Hi, I'm Eitimad. In this video, we are going to learn about ecological succession and stability. Ecological succession is the observed process of change in the species structure of an ecological community over a period of time. Therefore, there will be a gradual change in the type of biota, plants and animals in the area following disturbance. And that disturbance will be caused by either natural processes such as volcanic eruptions, floods, or etc., or human activities such as fire or deforestation. There are two types or basic types for ecological succession: primary succession and secondary succession. Primary succession occurs where there is no soil exists. When succession begins on the newly exposed bare substrate, for example, a bare rock surface here, without any life, then we call it primary succession. Secondary succession begins in an area where there is soil remained. That means after a disturbance, already that area starts from a previously built up substratum. So already existing living matter are there. So previously built up substratum due to the human activities, for example, or natural processes like fire here in this forest, then the soil will be remain there. So start from a previously built up substrate. Also, we have a terminology called climax community. Climax community is the less successional community that remain stable. So it gives us the latest ecosystem until disturbed by disturbance. For example, for the climax community, grassland ecosystem, desert ecosystem, boreal forest, tropical rainforest, all these biomes and ecosystems are examples of climate community until disturbed by a disturbance. Let us begin with primary succession. As we said, primary succession begins in a place without any soil in the beginning. And why there is no any soil, either it will be a rock, or why no any soil, maybe it is area for slides of volcanics, landslides, or flooding, or there is some disaster leaving no soil in the area. Since there is no soil, that means there is no community. So primary succession starts with the arrival of living things such as leaches that do not need any soil to survive. Leaches, we call it pioneer species. But also primary succession divided into three stages: pioneer species, intermediate species, and climate community. At the beginning, it begins when it begins at the bare or an area without the soil, like a bare rock. So only special species will live in that area without the soil, like the leaches. Leaches begin to colonize on the rock, and also the forces of weather and erosion will break down the rock into small pieces. Then some of the leaches will die, and then they will decompose, adding a small amount of organic matter to the rock, make some soil. But that some soil will be unsuitable for the leaches itself, but will be suitable for the growth of the mosses. Then the mosses will grow in that area, and then the mosses and leaches will die. Most of them will die, adding more organic material and forming more layer, soil. So thin soil layer will be in the place, so that place will not be suitable for the mosses and leaches, but it will be suitable for grass and herbs, for example. So all the mosses and leaches will die out. And this is, we call it pioneer species, because the beginning or the first species that begin life in this community. Also, as the succession took hundreds of years, so long times, more plants and shrubs will die, and add more nutrients to the soil, and then the soil being unsuitable for the grasses. Then in the intermediate species, it will be suitable for shrubs and tree seedling can grow because the soil layer will be a little bit thicker and enriched soil due to addition of the more nutrient to the soil, and then the seedling and shrubs can survive. Also during all these times, animals will invade the area at the beginning like insects, then small birds, and mammals will be migrated to that community to begin and to move in, and also more seeds will be carried by the wind or the birds, and then the birds now will support a variety of life. As you see, while we are going, the diversity of living things increase, and this is we call it intermediate stage. Then at the climax stage, latest successional stage, the community will be mature and stable community, as it is the final ecological succession stage for the ecological succession. In the ecosystem with this climax community, we call it climax community, the condition continue to be stable for all the members of the community, and then any particular region has its own set of climax species, which are the plant will be best adapted to the area and will be resist for some time after succession has finished until it will be finished the succession by disturbance. If any disturbance come to the area, may clear the area. Then when the area clear, it will immediately begin the secondary succession because there will be remaining of the soil. But let us be with the primary succession and the area till we reach climax community. This is the last stage, and in the last stage you will observe some stuff. You will observe that also the species diversity is being more and the stage is stable with a lot of animals and plants. Also, there are some threats to the climax community because things will not stay like that. Then these threats can be fire, can be human building city and road, flooding, volcanic eruption, clearing community for agricultural purposes, human activity also, and destroy exist in the community, but the soil will remain. So the soil will remain, and this soil will begin in the secondary succession. Secondary succession after the end of the primary succession due to disturbance like a fire here, the soil remains. The soil already contains the seeds of weeds, grasses, trees. More seeds are carried by wind and by the birds. So if you can notice here, secondary succession got the same stages, but it's faster. The primary succession 100 is in years, and the secondary succession will be faster, 0 year, 2 year, 4 year, up to 150 years, then you will reach the climax community. But also secondary succession associated by high diversity for animals and plants, and you will notice in the secondary succession there are increase in the number of woody plants. As we said, disturbance can be due to natural disaster or can be due to the human-made disaster. Let us review the succession through the pathway of ecological succession. In a new land without soil, primary succession will begin and they'll go through the serial stages. But due to specific succession, it will be returned to the beginning to repeat the stages again. But if it finish and then disturbance happen to the primary succession, it will lead to secondary succession. Also, secondary succession will go through the serial stages, but if any disturbance happens in between, it will give you subclimax stages, and then it will return again to the secondary succession to in order to begin again. Then, or it will complete till it be a stable state climax, as a climax is more or less stable and will be يعني become established and have the ability to reproduce itself till disturbance occur. Then it will go back to begin the secondary succession. If there is a soil, if there is no soil, it will go to begin from the primary succession. But the climax community, we call it dynamic community, we call it an equilibrium because here there is some stability in this succession. Regarding the video summary, pioneer species colonize at the beginning, and then try to build some soil. New species of plant displace existing plants because their seedlings are better able to become established in the changed environment. Also, newly arriving of species after the physical condition will be unable other species to become established. Animals come in with or after the plants they need to survive, and then eventually we'll have established community, a climax community that is more or less stable and will become established and have the ability to reproduce itself till the disturbance happen that will start the process of succession. Thank you so much. This is the end of our video, and here we have also got the pathway of succession, primary succession, secondary succession, also and dynamic equilibrium, and also succession results in community change and ecosystem change. So here are some references if you need to review your article. Please like, share, and comment the video, and don't forget to press the notification button.